Hey, this is Robert with DPP Defense, and I want to share five simple things that you can carry on you that may save your life. These five simple things, many people don't think about as either being able to help you save your life, or they overlook them as a common everyday carry item. The very first one is a tactical pen. Now, in many cases, especially when you're dealing with TSA and enhanced security, they look at some tactical pens differently than others. So you don't want it to look like a weapon, but you want it to be able to be just as useful and just as lethal as those big, massive black beasts that have every little detail or extra feature on them, from window breakers to switchblades or flashlights or laser pointers or all the other fascinating and wonderful things that they can add on to a tactical pen to make it unusable as a writing utensil. Now, my favorite tactical pen is the Zebra F701. And the reason why it's so awesome is because it looks like a normal everyday pen. In fact, it writes really beautifully. And what makes it so special is that it doesn't look special, and it's got that solid metal bezel. So you can use it for any self-defense activity that you need. Now, I'm a little unique when it comes to pens. I like to add the Fisher Space Pen refill, so that when I'm out on a search for search and rescue and it's 40 below, I can still write. I can also write with it upside down because it's pressurized, and I can write on just about anything with the ink that it uses. And so number one is an awesome tactical pen that doesn't look like a tactical pen. Now, how can it save your life? Well, simply just using it as a self-defense tool, which we teach in our edged impact and improvised weapons class. Now, number two is a lighter. Now, for those of you that, like me, that don't smoke, it seems kind of odd to pack a lighter. Well, flame always helps you with light and heat. And so when you're dealing with being stranded somewhere, especially in a shit hit the fan scenario, you want to be able to create fire for yourself. And a lighter is nice and compact. I personally like to use the clear so that you can see what amount of fuel that you have left, so that you can swap them out once you see that the fuel is getting down low enough that you don't want to risk it. Now, you'll find a lot of different uses for lighters. Lighters are more than just survival. I can use a lighter just to start a fire when I'm camping. I can use it to melt the ends on those pesky little drawstrings on my hoodie, or when I'm dealing with cutting a 550 cord or any of the ropes that are nylon out there, you can melt the end, and so that fraying stops. And it even works on my mule's tape. So there's so many different uses that you can use on with a lighter. Now, that's number two, is lighter. Now, the third one is a flashlight, and I prefer a tactical flashlight. The reason why I call it a tactical flashlight is because it has a certain certain lumen output, if I can speak right. Now, with that lumen output, it's bright enough that can make an attacker look twice once you flash them, even in the daylight. Now, I recommend at least 200 lumens for a tactical flashlight. Another great use for a flashlight is an impact weapon, and we cover that in our edged impact and improvised weapons class as well. Now, anytime you can add extra multipliers into your defense, you can use it as an impact weapon, and you can also light your way. And it's quite often that I find myself in the dark, that it doesn't hurt to, whether you're dealing with a power outage or your the lights in the automatic lights in the bathroom go dark. Now, a lot of people use their phones, which have an app for light. The problem with the phone is if you need to use the phone while you're needing to have light, it's kind of hard to do that. Now, with a tactical flashlight, it's small enough that you can be able to clip it and throw it in your pocket, but it's also powerful enough to strike. It's also going to be able to give you light while, so you don't have to use your phone and the power of your phone. I have a rechargeable light that I carry myself. Now, the fourth one is a multi-tool. Now, multi-tools come in a lot of varied shapes and sizes. Personally, my go-to is a Leatherman Charge, but there's so many different companies out there, and you would be amazed how often you can be able to use the pliers, screwdrivers, an extra blade. A lot of that benefit is it's nice to have a knife. It's also nice to have a lot of the extra things that go into those multi-tools. And you would find, you'll find that when you start carrying a multi-tool, and there's different ways to carry it from, they have a lot of them that have a clip that you can put in your pants clip. My wife carries hers in her purse. You can throw it on a belt loop. You can put it in so many different ways and places to carry it and have it nice and small and out of the way and easy access. And so number 4 is multi-tools. Now, the very last one, a lot of people don't think of unless you're the older generation. A lot of the older generation used to carry them because Kleenexes weren't around that much. But the last one that I would suggest that could save your life is a hanky or a bandana. Now, the hanky or bandana not only can work well with wiping the sweat away from your brow after working hard in the hot sun, but it will also work well for a bandage. So you can use, in fact, I keep mine in my pocket. We have our 23 by 23 I Am Worth Fighting For DPP Defense bandanas. Now, the nice thing about the bandana is that you can use it as a triangle bandage, especially with the 23, 24-inch size larger bandanas. You can use it for ear protection if you're out in the colder weather and to keep frostbite from nipping at your ears. So you can roll it up and cover your ears to protect in adverse weather. Also, with something like a bright color, you can use it for signaling for emergency as well. You can take it and use it for a sling. You can use it for so many different life-saving tools. And it's also nice if your nose starts running in the cold, or if your nose starts running, or you start bawling, or all these different things. It's really nice to be able to wipe your nose or wipe your tears away and be able to use it as an everyday tool. If you can think of different uses for these 5 tools, I'd like you to comment below on this video and let me know what you think. And like always, we're here to help you add to your tools.